Hello, welcome to my channel, A Blessed Budget. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to budget with me and support me during this financial journey as I navigate through how to make my money stretch through the month. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video you will consider subscribing. Okay, so by that title, you already know what we are going to do today. We are closing out May. Now, May was a little tricky because I did receive extra income and it was in cash, and I don't like to budget with cash. As far as using physical cash, like I just lose track, and when I lose track it will throw off my budget. So I tried to use cash this month, and that's why my May budget closeout is coming in late, because I have to figure out some numbers and things like that. So I do now know that I am going to continue to be cashless, and if I receive any cash I will go ahead and deposit it into my account, because it depends. Like, I think the most that I am able to like track is like maybe like $50. Like, that's it, no more. Like, I can only have $50 cash if I need to like track that. But other than that, if it's any other like large amount of money, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put that in my account so my bank account can keep all the transactions and all the expense tracking for me. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and close out May. So that's the behind story for that. Okay, so we're gonna start out with our May debt payment plan. Okay, so our creditors, well, my creditors is the Equinox, the Ford, Best Buy, Klarna, Discover, and Target. My May's balance for the Equinox was $4,976.01. The Ford's balance is $8,954.83. Best Buy balance is $378.37. Klarna has a zero balance for May. Discover's balance is $95.41, and then we have a Target balance of $5. And I did pay a extra payment to Discover on the 11th of May. That was for $55.62. So our total debt payments this month was $763.16. Now that is low for us, because we are getting rid of debt, so that is a good thing. I usually be in the 800s, but we're under $800, and that is good as long as I don't add any more debt. So our last month's total debt balance was $14,950.56. This month's total debt balance is $14,409.62. We have a total debt monthly progress of $540.94, which is a percent of 4. Now, if we go to our overall debt progress, we started in 2022 with $23,170.40. Our balance for May is $14,409.62. We have an overall debt progress of $8,760.78, and our overall debt progress is 38%, which is amazing. By the end of this year, this balance is going to be dropped significantly. So we are going to be knocking off these creditors left and right. The only one that we are going to be focusing on is this one, which is like our largest one. So we're going to go ahead and look at our breakdown page. Okay, so we are looking at our May's monthly budget category breakdown. The reason why I'm working on like a towel is because like this part right here, I think it's kind of like it's coming off, because like sometimes I be seeing black print on my pages. So I decided to cover it up until I'm able to figure out like why my pages are turning black. when you know, my pages is on my table. So that's a little backstory of why I got this little setup going on right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. We are looking at May's budget category breakdown. Where did my money go? Worksheet for May. Now, as you can see, there's no highlight, so we are going to go ahead and do some highlighting together. Woo! Okay, so I do write with my right hand and I do slant, but I try not to slant too much. Okay, so if it's under, we're going to do orange. If it's over, we're going to do pink. And if it's on budget, we're going to do yellow. Okay, so our starting balance was $30.81. Our earned income was $850. Our other income was $1,812.97. We had savings used of $99.58. So our total monthly inflow was $2,793.36. So the budgeted categories, we are going to start with rent. Rent monthly budget was $120. We spent $120. That was a difference of $0. So we were on budget with that, and that was 4% of my total monthly inflow. For utilities, we budget $300. We spent $240.08. We were under by $59.92. And that was 9% of our inflow. So we have insurance. We budgeted $310. We spent $309.02. So we were under by 98 cents. And that was 11% of our monthly inflow. Monthly subscriptions, we budgeted $80 for the month. We spent $46.99. We were under budget by $33.01. And that was 2% of our monthly inflow. We had no yearly subscriptions this month. Debt, so that was, we were on budget for that. That was 0% of our total monthly inflow. We have our debt. We budgeted $800. Like I previously stated, that's what we were on. We were paying about over $800 a month for our debt. This month we spent $763.16. So we were under budget by $36.84. And that was 27% of our monthly total inflow. And as you can see, that is the largest chunk of where our money go to is to debt right now. So gas, we budgeted $200. We were under. We spent $116.36. Oops, that goes right here. That was we were under by $83.64. And that was 4% of our monthly inflow. This will bug me if I did not wipe that out. Okay, so we are going to the next category, which is our household. We budgeted $100. We spent $98.85. So we were under budget by $1.15, and that was 4% of our total monthly inflow. So the next category is me. I budget me $0, but I actually spent $326.84. So we were over by $326.84. And by maybe a Mother's Day, this is why this category is so big. Because usually, as you know, this, for me, I don't spend that much money on myself. But by it being Mother's Day, that is the month, I just went crazy. So my daughter, I did not budget her nothing, but she did receive $20.10. So we were over by $20.10. Oh, well, for me, that was 12% of our monthly total inflow. And then for daughter, that was 1% of our total monthly inflow. Son, I did not budget him anything, but he did receive $5. So we were over by $5. And that was 0% of our total monthly inflow. Miscellaneous, I budgeted $0, but we actually spent $128.94. So we were over by $128.94, and that was 5% of our total monthly inflow. Okay, so we have food out, and we budgeted $20. We spent $101.21. So we were over by $81.21, and that was 4% of our monthly total inflow. So for car wash, car accessories, we budgeted 10, we spent 0. The difference was 0, so that was 0% of our total monthly inflow. Should I put this as under? We're under budget because we didn't spend nothing. Okay, so savings, I budgeted 20, but check this out. We actually put $380 away. That is amazing. So that was 14% of our total monthly inflow, and we was over budget, which is a lovely thing. I would love to stay over budget in this category right here. This would be so amazing. Okay, so we have school. I budgeted 0, but we spent $69.28, so we were over $69.28. I was writing so fast. Forgot to put the negative sign. So that's negative $69.28. Okay, so we were over budget, and that was 2% of our total monthly inflow. And then savings spent, I budgeted 0, but we spent $30.92, so we were over by $32.92, and that was 1% of our total monthly inflow. So our June start balance is $36.61. Whew, yes, it was a lot going on in May. Too much money moving, but I know now that cash is not my friend when it's, when I'm trying to track it. Like, cash is my friend, but like in certain areas, like in my checking account, my best friend, cash. Okay, so we are looking at our where did my money go May monthly debt savings breakdown page. So basically, this page tells me what happened with my debt and savings. So we are going to start with this side. So our debt, we had a total monthly inflow of $2,793.36. We have a monthly debt payoff of $736.16. That percent of inflow to debt was 26%. So our debt categories is Equinox, and that got 320, that was 42%. Ford got 274.37, that was 36%. Best Buy got 50, that was 7%. Discover got $110.04, and that was 14%. And then Carla got $8.75, which was 1%. So that do equal 100. So our savings side. So we have savings. Our total monthly income was $2,693.78. We saved this month $380, and that was 14% of our income. 14% of our income saved. So our categories that we put money towards was emergency. Emergency got $56.25, and that was 15%. Car maintenance got $41.25, and that was 11%. Car insurance deductible got $41.25, and that was 11%. Moving got $36.25, that was 10%. Family fund got $81.25, that was 21%. And as you can see, Christmas, education, gifts, and holidays all got the same thing, and all their percent is the same. As you can see, family fund was like my #1 priority because we are getting ready to go do a family trip in July, so I kind of want to beef that up a little bit. So as you can see, that happened right there. Okay, the next page is our where did my money go worksheet, and it is our monthly comparison sheet from April to May. So okay, as you can see from this page, in April we spent the same on rent. Utilities, we did not. We spent more in April than we did in May on utilities. Insurance, we spent the same in April and May. So thinking this is the price of our insurances because they are the same last month and this month, which was May. So monthly subscriptions, we spent more in April than we did in May. Yearly subscriptions evened out. Debt, we spent more in April than we did in May. Gas, we spent more in April than we did in May. Household, we spent more in April than we did in May. Me, I spent more in May than I did in April. Daughter got less in April and more in May by 10 cents. My son spent more in April than he did in May. Miscellaneous, we spent more in May than we did in April. Food out, we spent more in May than we did April. Car wash, car accessories, we spent more in April than we did in May. And then savings, we spent less. We saved less in April. We saved more in May. So this is how my budget closed out in May. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I am going to go ahead and set up for week 2. Well, close out week 1 of June and set up week 2 of June. So stay tuned for that video. It will be posted, I hope today, but if not, the internet be slowing down. Okay, you guys, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.